Hey guys, before we get started, I want to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Esty and Philistine. After service clothing for those who wear the kitchen on their sleeves. So I've talked about it before. AESPHIL.com, big supporter of the show. Aaron and I could definitely not be as far as we've gotten without them. But check this out. Esty and Philistine, they rock with us. SDS Philistine, they rock with you. And right now, if you go to their site, aesphil.com, go check out their shirts, grab a shirt. Check out their sweaters, grab a sweater. Hey, you know what? Winter's coming up soon. You gotta what? You gotta do those end of the month counts. You gotta do your inventory. Go check out that walk-in sweater, man. That shit's looking nice and warm. Before you check out, what's gonna be special this time around is that for after service podcast listeners, use code Back a House Podcast and get 50% your entire order. That's fucking awesome, man. Like, who's gonna do that? You know, Carhartt ain't doing that. I know some of you guys are rocking Carhartt. Other brands, support a brand that supports cooks, for cooks, by cooks. It's for you. We do this for you. Check them out. AESPHIL.com and use promo code Back a House Podcast at checkout. All right, let's get back to the show, and we hope you like it.
It's like at a AA meeting for restaurant owners.
No.
I had to work 3 doubles, 2 clopens.
I'm actually thinking about murdering my new server. No.
From a healthy place, a positive.
He said he's trying to be positive. That's the most unrealistic
I think
part.
when I was a kid,
Not with those eyes.
me any sort of excitement.
Yeah,
or
I can see the pain.
It always got me
That's
up
8
about-
seasons.
Yeah, there you go. Those are
Shameless
better.
in
That's
that.
much better. That's expression.
There you go.
See,
That's 8
he's
seasons of
contemplating.
Shameless
He's
in those eyes.
There's a soul in there.
I don't think they did it on purpose, but
There's a soul in there for sure.
they try too hard.
This is a man who just met his
You know, maybe if I
ex-girlfriend
could
for the first time
provide
in years,
more-
for
more-
sure.
more amusement or enjoyment for myself, it would be.
What is the context of this meeting? I wonder if he's at AA or
I don't know, 11 weeks.
something, huh? This lady, she's on Tim Robinson's I Think You Should Leave. It's like a sketch comedy show like Eric Andre. She's so fucking funny.
Is she a comedian?
I don't know if she is a comedian. I had never really seen her before I saw this show. But it's just crazy because I was watching that show and it's totally off the wall, like slapstick humor, and she's a part of it. And I was like, oh, that's the girl from The Bear.
Huh. A lot of comedians make really great drama actors, I've noticed.
She wants
Guy
that
from
Michelin star.
SVU. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Matt
Guy
Rife's show.
SVU, Bill Burr.
Oh, I think you're talking about. Sorry, I was thinking of the guy from Criminal Minds,
You know what a lot of restaurants suck at?
Maybe him.
the handsome, tall, dark, and handsome.
Desserts.
Oh,
Do we have any mild? I mean, I
Who
guess we would.
who puts a towel on their shoulder like that at home?
Yeah, marinated
Who does that
onions,
in
garlic,
service, anyways? Like I see
grapefruit,
people
garlic,
on
turmeric in
TV
there.
doing that all the time, but
what?
All right.
put the towel on their shoulder. I just feel like
I
it's
don't-
just like it's like something you see, but it's not real.
It's just a habit thing people do, I think. Yeah, I don't do that. I have this nasty habit of putting towels through my belt loops.
I just want to say, looking at that radicchio too, it didn't look cooked at all. It was probably bitter as fuck.
Want to make think that we need to go out.
We have a radicchio on a pizza right now, and if you don't cook it
No
good, it's just bitter. It's terrible.
inspiration.
Except you fucking didn't cook the radicchio.
The second time you've oversoured this shit, man. Hey, you know what? We didn't talk about our poor guy's story arc last time. And I'm really
Ibram?
feeling for him. Afterwards,
Ibram.
we didn't talk about it.
No, yeah,
We were- We were
Him,
too,
right?
Yeah, we were too offended by the ex-girlfriend.
I know,
to
dude.
talk
I
about
kind of, I forgot all about it. I feel
Oh,
really
don't
bad
quit,
for him,
bro.
dude.
Come on, man.
Yeah, God.
See,
damn.
now he's gonna start looking for work. I get it. I relate to it, man.
It can
Fear is
be.
real, dude.
I think too. You know, it's just Your whole everything's evolving all the time. And if you're like stuck in your ways, it can be hard changing. You know.
Especially if you feel that everyone's doing it and you're not. I mean, look at her. She's doing great, dude. Look at her. And her groove. She's like, man, this is just another day. What, you mean I don't have to, like, clean the fryers today? There's no customers? But see, she messaged her buddy. That sucks.
There's something about working in a little shit kitchen with some good homies, you know.
He'll come around.
There's no kitchen in the
This
world can like complete that feeling sometimes.
Do it all, Dad.
I love taking care of you. And I always will. You know that?
I know, Daddy.
Hey, man,
Okay.
my man's
That was-
trying. My man's trying.
Backpack attack. Here we go. I'm gonna watch you until you go inside, okay? I love you. And Eva. I love Taylor Swift too. I just needed a break, you know?
I feel that, dude. Hey, I'm cool with I just needed a break. I felt that. That's so real. I just need a break, dude.
Oh Lord. Smoking inside, classic chef.
Claire?
Should my feelings be hurt? I think they're hurt.
Oh, this is a big red
Sorry,
flag.
no, that must have been a mistake.
You know I know your entire family and all the facts, right? Yeah, I know all the fucking facts, and they're gonna come beat you up.
She's a nurse,
There are a lot of facts.
giving me misery vibes.
Why? Just walk me through giving me a fake number. Why?
There's a theory that this is a prequel to Misery.
I didn't mean for that to happen. I'm sorry.
Nope, didn't mean it. And now that you got my number, I'm a little bit scared.
Thank you. I really.
No. It's
Oh my god.
Okay, say that one more time.
Get to the cooking, right? Yes.
This is really painful to listen to. Like, do people really talk like this? And like,
I don't know, man. I've been in a
poems?
relationship for 10 years.
It's weird. Like, I just need a favor. My cousin.
Is this how people talk?
What, Big Denny?
Tell us down in the comments.
Oh,
This is awful.
damn, Denny.
They're really big boxes, and I need a really big car. Do you still have that van?
Yes, no, we do. We
You
still.
still got that van? Yeah, I do.
You mean the one I used to live out of?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really.
Okay, I'll text you back.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the direction the show's going.
Yeah, this is really.
I know where it is.
It's getting a little soap opera-y.
And then he can give it to you. Does that sound good?
Like I wouldn't mind it if I wasn't more interested in just like the actual cooking. You know, this could have been just a few scenes on Shameless. We could have dealt with it then.
Yeah, I just.
No.
I've never felt like men writing women vibes so hard till now.
Oh, for sure, huh?
Like, it's just. Usually it's obvious, but this is just so painfully obvious. Hey, maybe a woman wrote this dialogue, and if they did a shitty job. It doesn't matter.
comment.
It's just I don't. What that?
It's just,
Yeah,
it's,
exactly.
it's just such a hard break from the last season, and like even the first episode. Like all of a sudden at the end of the last episode, they spring it on you. I mean, I guess their character development, like they want us to appreciate these characters and their relationships, but it's like I don't care. He should have met like a girl that also cooked or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Somebody who could help him at the restaurant and like take over an aspect of it and add something to the culinary aspect of the show.
That kind of reminds me of like the steak breakfast we would do.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. We did something similar to at Brewster's when I was working there. It's a Korean bowl with the but we did like 6-minute eggs in the Alto Sham.
Mm-hmm.
They're really nice. I love that she's just eating her McDonald's burger thing while she's looking at the plating on this.
Hey man, it's work. Okay. There's the food that you eat to enjoy and the food that you eat to dissect.
The crumbs all over her lips still. Perfect shot. I'm back into it now.
See, come on, man. She's easily one of my favorite characters. I'm liking this story.
I like I think I'm getting her name wrong, but I want to say her name's Tina. The Hispanic lady. She's my favorite. And if I got that name wrong, I'm sorry. I just haven't been showing my girl. She's a new Jeff, and
She's busy at school. Okay.
Yes.
She doesn't have time for you.
no, that's okay though. She had the Pooh Shiesty fit right there. Did you see that? Who sits at a table like that with somebody else? What the fuck was that? Oh, okay. All right.
See, I don't want to hang out with that dude for a day.
Butchers are cool, man.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how many of these spots are legit, or like real.
Probably. I mean, why
Maybe
build the set
him,
when you can just
Barbershop.
shout out some local. I mean, it'd be nice for people in Chicago who could be like, oh, I know that place, you know?
Definitely. I like these little. I like when places do that right combination of like elegant, almost like high-end presentation, but it's still so street.
Yeah, keeping things like simple, but using a more high end ingredient list to create those flavors that people want, but not break their bank. You know, essentially. Then you don't have to course it out. Well, that looked good.
I like that little crunch wrap thing.
Yeah, it was good advice.
This is awesome, dude. This is okay. This episode is like note taking.
Yeah, for sure. She gonna get spooked about Carmi. That's the fucked up thing, though, is that he's putting her on, giving her a chance, and she's gonna get spooked off him. Like as if he's not fully invested. They're not wrong though. It's such a common story.
And it just sucks because it's like, you know, it's all valid. They all got valid experiences.
And you know what? Look who Carmi's fucking with right now.
Yeah.
Some little fucking spring up on you,
Look at
bitch.
his
That's
decision
look
in
is,
women.
man. Yeah.
Boom, there it is. There it is. Keeping those decisions open. She's just looking. Oh, but she's calm.
This boy said, I'm trying to pull it. And he's got his foot on it. She gonna try to poach him? She gonna run away with him?
For sure. I've been pulled. I've pulled. Sometimes, you know, it's nice to
Not
leave
me,
in pairs.
man. Yeah, that's fair. It's very much like, who's coming with me, man?
Get the fuck out.
He came out with the fucking bandana on, too.
Fuck.
Run. You got a bright yellow apron? Nah. Don't fuck with that guy.
Should have come out with like a broom.
He's like fucking
Hey,
Ratatouille
scram!
and shit.
God, I swear that's the fifth
Go on,
chef this
get.
week.
That's fucking funny. Ooh. Oh, I just made some dumpling. I made me and my lady, we made about 150 dumplings the other day. Some of them are really good, and then they get progressively badder. Worse and worse. The wraps just get worse and worse, dude. It's good, though. Some of them, you know, you drop them in the water and you're having soup later, but
Nah, whatever, man.
I guess some
With that
bouillon
amount,
cubes.
you have plenty of good ones with that amount that you.
Oh yeah, dude. I still have a freezer full of like 60 dumplings. I like that wrap right there, like little Tootsie Roll.
Mm-hmm. Ravioli, or I don't know what it's called. That's definitely like its own little sub niche, little sub genre.
Ravioli.
People really like
stuffed pastas can be tricky. Just like
Yeah.
dumpling. Oh yeah, look at that. Whatever the fuck that was.
Mm-hmm.
I'd eat it though.
It's fair, like
That's
2,000.
so. That's my problem with fine dining. Is that looked fucking like the same thing I would just shovel into a bowl at my house. You know.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
it's like over engineering. You know, there's no point to it. It's just fluff at a certain point. And I'm sure people will correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just how I feel.
It's one of those things where now it just becomes like it's art because the guy says it's art.
Yeah,
It's like a Jackson Pollock.
that's right. Exactly.
Like, I don't want to hate the guy, but it's a Jackson Pollock.
Yeah, this is just fucking
It's
Jackson
just
Pollock is making me
splatter.
feel a little bit more like Vincent Van Gogh right now. I don't like it. I'm feeling a little depressed looking at this
Like,
fucking
really,
plate.
I could have done better.
Right. I could shovel chili into a bowl and it'll look more appetizing than that. Especially with the pile of pine nuts. I don't know. You know how hard it is to get pine nuts in a fork?
She's like, "Hey, I'm here to quit."
Right? Fair. That's fair. Open kitchen.
Sorry, you would have preferred that we.
That's.
And what? It's not about that.
I can already see it. They're gonna start dating by the end of this.
You know, for next
You
time.
said no last week, Aaron, when I brought it up. You're like, no, they're not gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a plot point because she's with Marcus and she's gonna fuck Chef. Chefs are gonna fuck. They're gonna make the chef with two backs.
That would be the most accurate portrayal. If the show just devolves into just a massive fuck fest. Just everyone's hooking up and serving food.
Hey.
So toxic.
Yeah, good.
Oh,
What are you gonna do? Do your own thing?
they always look like she's like clearly prepping for something, and they always look like so nonchalant. Like she's just having the time of her life. She's like, I'm just working, going, at a steady pace. And like, there should be sweat. She should be like stressing, fucking, fucking freaking out because she's like, I have to make 300 of these in the next 4 hours, And I just don't see any of that. Ooh, that looks
I'm
good, though.
feeling this scene though, because that's exactly what it like. At least for me, when I'm making something, it's like I have the picture in my head. I just have to match it. I have the sample, but she doesn't have the palette. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, what did she do wrong there? I'm confused.
I don't know, dude. Have you ever run into anything like that? I can't say I've ever run into that.
I mean, it's like they don't really explain. Like, is it the sauce that's fucked up? Is it just whatever the mix she's putting in the fucking ravioli?
Can she just not taste things?
Yeah.
Is this post 2020? Like,
'Cause
does she
it's
have like long
if you're
COVID?
over salting, there's no reason to have a fucking panic attack about it. Just cut the salt, thin your sauce out, and reduce it again. Fuck, figure it out. Like,
I mean,
make
maybe
moves.
maybe it's that green herb sauce. Maybe it's coming too bitter. I mean,
That's
she can
fair. We
figure-
don't know what's in there. We
I
don't
don't-
know what's in there. I see someone having a full blown meltdown, like head bent, hyperventilating, and all I can think is like, you're wasting all this time stressing about it. You should get them moving and fix that fucking sauce, because you gotta have those plates out, man. It's just you don't got time to fucking freak the fuck out.
Well, that's kind of what we're used to, right? Like I my like the thing that reminds me of is whenever the fuck, what was that sauce? The hollandaise would break during brunch sometimes. It's the middle of brunch and then the entire batch is gone. Now we have to like redo that by hand, right on the fly. With
You know where I used to store that hollandaise?
Hmm.
Everybody would put it on top of above the grill.
right.
I used to cover it with a lid and just put it down in the alcove, where we used to keep the charcoal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I'd put it right down there with a little lid on it because it's nice and cool. When little break in there, it'd be fine.
I'd always keep it inside like another Bain Marie with some ice.
Yeah, I would have like a little heat well, a little Bain Marie down there, keep it in some hot water, switch it out. But every time I would leave it above the grill, you'd leave it up there for 30 minutes and it'd break.
Yeah. You definitely learn how to fix those. Yeah, I mean, your brain eventually becomes problem solution. Like bitching
think
and
also-
moaning is not gonna help you.
A good sauce too. It's like if you're not doing your best, if you're trying to make a hollandaise in 30 minutes, 25, it's not going to be your best work. It's not going to be fully. I don't know why they never let us use the burr mixer on that. Like, it makes sense to me.
Some sauces do make sense. I know that the 2 hotels I worked at, they would do that. They do that in the morning. They do a full blue top because they knew
whip it
how
up.
much they had to like deliver in a certain amount of time.
Also,
know?
it's like you wanted to emulsify correctly. You could do the butter slowly into your mixture with a burr mixer still. It's all
Yeah.
about how slow you're pouring that butter. Let's be honest. You don't
It's all-
need to
yeah.
be giving it that arm torque, fucking working your wrist out and breaking that shit. Now, if you're making like a béarnaise and you're adding fresh herbs, I understand why you wouldn't use a mixer because you don't want to blend it in to the sauce. You want nice
No.
whole cut herbs in there. But I don't know. It seems like you would call it cutting corners almost. But I don't know, man. It just seems like it'd make my job easier.
Yeah, so today's episode seemed like it was a lot about jobs, quitting jobs, losing jobs. All the restaurants are closing.
I would call it
people-
that when you open a restaurant, when you work at a place that's kind of on shaky ground, it's that feeling, You're like, things could go good, but I'm scared to like see this through because this is my career on the line type of thing,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and that's scary, especially if you're inexperienced. She's already she's a Sue. She's
Well, I think the point that they're trying to make is she's not inexperienced, so she's seeing all these warning signs, that she's already kind of gone through with previous employers, and she's getting worried because all her buddies in the industry are telling you, "Oh yeah, I did that once, and I got fucking McScrooged out of my investment in my restaurant and everything I put into it, 5-6 years, who knows how much, a year or 2, it doesn't matter, right? So investing your time is you're investing your time. It's important to you.
Yeah,
Carmi's over here fucking with his ex-girlfriend who hit Fat Cup first.
Dealing with that situation, dude. Talk about someone that can't take a hint. Even by us. No, man. Jesus, fuck. I didn't know he gave her the wrong number.
The whole video, like, it started with Carmi. Like, what was that? Was he in AA? Was that an A meeting? Like, what was that? Why did they start it with him being in like a 12-step program type of meeting?
Well,
if they're not building towards a huge meltdown from him and just throwing it all away, pretty much, like, fuck it all, like, what was his name? Before Chef Nick, it used to be the dude who went to prison, the meth head, Chris. I want to say no, it wasn't Chris.
No,
Chef Colin.
Oh, I don't. Oh, no. This must be before me. I don't know any Chef
Well,
Colin.
it was before me too, but it was Chris was always talking about this guy Colin who used to work for Bird, who went off to do his own thing and stole all the wine bar's recipes, and then through the whole hustle and bustle of him doing his own restaurant, he picked up a wicked sweet meth habit and ended up getting himself arrested and thrown in prison for like 12 years.
That sucks. I did hear about the stealing recipes.
Yeah, that was Colin that did that. Yeah.
That is wild. Now Colin's in prison, huh? Well, fuck.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's out. Who knows? It's been a long time.
on good behavior. The Bird's not that old. They opened
They were like,
in
look,
Sin-
actually, we're adding 2 years to your sentence because the inmates' morale has been really good since we brought you in and put you in the kitchen there.
It's actually beneficial for everyone
Yeah.
if you stay here. We'll put you in a nicer cell.
Look,
put you
we'll
in a
pay you.
two-man
We'll pay
cell.
you 600% more than everybody else. We're talking $6 an hour here.
Jesus fuck.
Hey, when I was in jail, I did 2 weeks of work, and I think they gave me about $10 on commissary. Dude, it was fucked. And that was me tromping around at the dump picking up trash, which is just picking up trash at a trash place and then putting the trash at another trash place. It's moving trash from one pile to the next. It's busybody stuff.
Yeah, sure.
And you don't even get to keep the cool stuff that you find either, because you can't take it back to your pod.
You take it back to somebody hey guys,
I found this cool.
You should have been the prison cook. Then you could have been bringing home like some fucking sausages and hash browns.
Yeah, well, I wasn't in prison. I was in jail, and they
In
don't.
jail.
they don't put the short timers in the cooking spots. That's lucrative position for the people that are going to be there for a while.
That's a part-time job. That's like no. We
Yeah.
need someone that's willing
laundry,
to commit
laundry
to the
laundry
county.
and kitchen, laundry and kitchen. Those are the jobs you want. To our fans out there, if you ever go to jail, well, just don't fucking go to jail.
Yeah,
it's way
to our
easier,
fans, just
honestly.
don't do
Just
anything.
Don't drink and drive. Don't do drugs. Just don't do drugs.
Or do them in the privacy of your own home. Freak out on your own time.
Yeah, with someone strong enough to hold you back.
Don't self-snitch. There you go. That's the takeaway from this episode.
Yeah, don't share your address online when you're making YouTube videos or going live on Instagram.
Claire, leave Carmi alone. He's busy. He's working on his life. You seem like a nice girl.
Can we
trying to be a
disagree?
nurse.
Fuck Fack. I love Maddie Matheson, but fuck Fack. He should have never gave that bitch Carmi's number. That's just not a good friend right there.
Yeah, who does that? Yeah, that's weird. I don't know, man. Yeah, there's a lot of our dude didn't go to school.
Ibram, I know they showed him not go and then didn't touch on it for the whole episode.
I believe he found a job. Ibrahim, man.
Yeah, I know. I think that Ibram, I think is how you pronounce it.
I don't think this is gonna go on some Game of Thrones direction where there's gonna be like a massive, like all the main characters we thought are just gonna end up leaving the show. I'm not saying that they're all gonna die. I'm just saying like I don't think it looks like it, everyone's leaving because the restaurant's not open and people don't really like to fuck around with that uncertainty. People like certainty, And
yeah, I've never felt that comfortable knowing that my restaurant was going downhill. Well, it's not going downhill, but he's like tripping because it's a big shakeup, He feels like he's going downhill because he doesn't know if he can cut it, I think.
And
which is silly because he's supposed to be like the OG. Everybody knows he can cut it. That's why they sent him, right? But he's having a little self-worth issue.
You're the bear. He's the bear. I mean,
he's got to bear with it.
Yeah, he's yeah, he's got to deal with the bare necessities of running a kitchen.
Give it the bare minimum at least. Come on, man.
I know we're not open yet, but you could at least show up and do the bare minimum.
We're paying for. I'd be so pissed if
we're barely getting by the skin of our own teeth.
Right, that's what I'm saying. These people are like struggle bus. This restaurant is not working out. All the walls are rotten. There's cockroaches and dead raccoons and shit. And they're trying to pay for this dude's culinary education. And he's like, I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I'm scared of the shit that's coming out of these fucking walls when I tear them down. You need to go to cooking school, you piece of shit. Do it.
I don't
God
want to
damn
wear
it.
a chef coat.
Because if I have to hire a goddamn prep cook at the end of this, I'm gonna fucking throw you through a wall, man.
God damn, Aaron. You felt a type of way about that.
It's like really, but I get it. It's intimidating, man. I've been in situations where it's the first time. Like one time,
This is
I had to
bigger than you, Abraham.
I had to be Santa for a bunch of kids that I'd never met before, and I've
That's
never been
fucked up.
Santa ever in my life, dude. I've never been Santa, but they gave me the soup and they gave me a beard and a beer, a couple beers. They give you a lot of beers, and I went out there and I fucking hoed it up, and I pretended to be Santa, dude. At one point, I was asking parents, like, "Oh, who is? Oh, what's her name? Oh, Lily. So nice to see you, Lily." But you do it because you know what? You got hired for.
You sound like a terrible Seth Rogen.
No, that's actually how I met some extended family of mine, but that's another story. That's dude. I was Santa for a bunch of kids. The first time I ever met my my brothers, my brothers. I can't call her a wife. They never got married. My brother's baby mama's family. Like I was Santa for their kids. There's like 12 of them.
Dirty Dozen, huh? Crazy.
Yeah, dirty's the most apt part of that.
Yeah, 12 kids? Are you kidding me? Woman's like a fucking like shirt cannon.
Oh no, they weren't all her kids. Jesus. But all the kids from her, she had 4 brothers or whatever, and it was like all their kids and her kids and all the family kids. It was funny because one of them was like 9, and he was like, after I took off the Santa Claus or outfit, he was like, "You were Santa earlier, weren't you?" I was like, "Kid, you better shut the fuck up.
Could you tell?
You better keep your mouth shut, or I'm gonna go take all your presents away." Would you get the
You could
PlayStation?
be a Santa Claus now.
No, I don't think I'm too surly, man. I'm too. I don't have enough patience to be Santa Claus anymore, dude. Mm-mm.
All right, let me end this video out. That was
We got a little off track there. Sorry about
got very off
that.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna be editing a lot of
That's okay.
A lot of that is not useful.
I feel like that was just for me and you. I want to tell
was
you
definitely
something about that.
You win. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's great.
I got confused for a second. Well, just I remembered that. I was like, oh yeah, that's.
I was
that
Santa Claus
happened.
one year.
Dude, it was worse. It was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I was a super drunk Santa Claus.
It was a bad Santa Claus.
No, it was good Santa. The kids loved me. And I threw myself into that role wholeheartedly. But yeah, I was definitely drunk Santa for sure.
That was The Bear, season 2, episode 3. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share. We'll see you guys next week, and have a fantastic service. Say bye, Aaron.
No. Hold on. Wait.
Fuck.